more often.
Mixed signs tonight about a U.S. economic recovery. Gorbachev goes on the offensive, gearing up for Tuesday's summit with President Bush. And new photographs create a renewed uproar over alleged MIAs. This is the CBS Evening News. Dan Rather reporting. Good evening. The nation's economy is growing again statistically for the first time since last summer. The gross national product was up a bit this spring, and spokesmen for President Bush are quick to accentuate the positive. Our business correspondent Ray Brady has a report.
At the White House, they were cheered by today's GNP figures. Michael Boskin, the president's chief economic advisor, saying, "The recession appears to have ended. We expect the recovery to continue." For 6 months, the economy kept going in one direction, down. But now, today's figures show it rebounding, recovering, though it's by only a weak 0.4%. So not everyone's optimistic.
My feeling is that there's a lot more uncertainty underlying this recovery than we've seen at any other time in the post-World War II period.
One reason, the government figures were pushed up by an increase in consumer spending at the end of the Gulf War. But there are real questions about whether Americans' wallets remain open.
Everybody's feeling the recession, and I don't think right now is the time for spending.
I'm out of work. I have not been spending more.
At this box plant in Baltimore, you can get a good idea of what will happen next in the economy. Because even before a factory increases production, it must first order boxes for its planned increase. So far, though, new orders at this plant are moving like the economy itself, slowly.
It's been very slow. We serve a wide variety of industries. We've seen all industries down. And none of them have shown any strong indicators yet that they've rebounded.
So the message in those boxes is, the recovery may be here, but it could be a few months before this production line speeds up, and Americans can really feel good times are here again. One bright note, that sluggish economy is helping cool off inflation. Today's report shows prices increasing at an annual rate of 3%, and that's the lowest increase in a long time. Ray Brady, CBS News, New York.
What sluggishness there is still in the economy is evident in the latest automobile industry figures. Chrysler Corporation today reported losing $212 million in the second quarter of the year. The combined quarterly losses for the nation's big three automakers, GM, Ford, and Chrysler, were almost $1.33 billion. It isn't only the automobile industry that's stalled. Juan Vasquez has a report now on deep trouble in the boat business.
Until recently, boat building was a strong American industry, contributing $600 million to the U.S. balance of trade last year. But today, close to 20,000 jobs have been lost nationwide. On some days, the assembly line at the Bertram Yacht Company is nearly abandoned.
Look at this. Just look at this. It's terrible. I don't see anything like this.
At 72 feet, this $2.5 million toy was a perfect status symbol for the booming 80s. But in the belt-tightening 90s, it's become a perfect target for a 10% luxury tax that went into effect in January. Builders blame that tax for scuttling an industry that was already in deep trouble.
The biggest portion of our problems are due to the national recession, but this luxury tax has come along and made a difference, a very significant difference.
Workers at Bertram are building this $1 million boat for a Kuwaiti. As a foreigner, he's exempt from the luxury tax. Meanwhile, many wealthy Americans don't even bother going to boat shows anymore.
We found a lot of people are waiting to buy. They're waiting to see if the tax is going to be repealed.
Supporters of a repeal argue